What are you sorry for? I'm sorry for smoking nicotine. What are you sorry for? I'm sorry for smoking nicotine.
Damn right. First one, straight up. Nicotine, smoking nicotine. I hate to be all judgy and try to tell people what to do, but if you're smoking nicotine, you have to end it all. Particularly if you're a teenager or if you're in your 20s, bro. You're like 40 and up, you're from the generation, oh, smoke cigarettes, it's cool. Then sure, I guess. If you're from that era, I'm gonna put it in mid. But if you're my age, if you were born in the 2000s and up, you're smoking nicotine, you're smoking Marlboro, you're smoking Black and Mild, you're smoking Newport, fuck you. Next we have crack. Crack is trash. There's a reason why everyone that does crack lives in a tent. There are women out here doing crack, so you have to deal with men who bust a nut in 30 seconds and you do crack. Obviously, you don't really care about life. Now, I'm not gonna put in yourself tier, but crack, you know, it is a form of game. And it's good, but it's just like, why would you do crack? Just do crack. I'm gonna have to put this in the D tier, bro. Low key F, but it's infused with the next addiction here. Powdered coke. Powdered coke. I'm gonna put this in the A tier. When you're off the powdered coke, everything just feels like you feel like you could do anything. That nigga Stephen Hawking, he was in a wheelchair. If he did cocaine, he could have ran on a treadmill once in his life. I'm gonna put you in there. Before I die, I just want to do one thing. I want to do coke with Charlie XCX. Now the bad thing about this, it does mess with your cartilage in your nasal cavity, and you may end up with a Michael Jackson nose if you keep doing this. So you have to take care of yourself. I mean, bro, it's just too good. Anybody who sells, they don't smoke their own stuff. Anybody who sells, they don't themselves. But everybody who sells, they themselves. The saying, don't get high off your own supply, that will never apply with. Next we have heroin. Does anybody have any needles? Put this in the F tier. It's like, why are you doing this, bro? This just gets to a point where it's like, it's not fun anymore. Being high, it's not fun anymore. Be a geeker, not a tweaker. Over here scratching your arm like your NBA YoungBoy's penis, bro. Relax. Now, I have to put you below F. Eating. I never understood how someone can have an eating addiction. Like, your body literally rejects the food after a while, bro. Like, I remember there was one time I overate. When I tell you, bro, this stomach ache was so bad, I literally felt like I was about to pop. Like, I was the man that Super Boo went inside his mouth. I literally felt like that, bro. I wanted to end it for like 3 seconds. So with that being said, I don't understand how someone gets so fucking fat that they deal with that. They have to deal with that at least once. They deal with that more than once. Probably a dozens of times, several time occasion, bro. It felt like I was dying, bro. I overate, bro. I had to lay on my side. I had to breathe super hard. I felt like a pregnant woman, bro. I tried to drink water. Water wasn't helping. You're a fat fuck and you're addicted to eating. This is most of America, bro. People who spend all their life savings on food, bro. And then people are always like, oh, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Stop door dashing 5 times a day. I'm going to put this in F tier, bro. Now, not eating. This is not an addiction. I never understood anorexia, bro. Anybody who says this is because they're privileged, bro. A little kid, starving, skinny kid in Africa who's on the ground and there are vultures flying around him waiting to die. Hey, do you think he has an eating disorder? Do you think he says, oh no, I just don't want to eat? No, he wants to eat. There's no fucking food around. I could go out to eat. Oh, I could go get some Chick-fil-A, but I don't really want to, even though I'm hungry. It's because you have the option. When you don't have the option, whether you can eat or not, you don't know when your next meal is going to come. This is not going to be a real thing. F tier. Kleptomaniac. I believe this is stealing. A lot of the times it's something small. They go to a gas station, they steal some gummy worms and they feel like they're the shit. Bro, spend that $2.30. If you're going to steal something, steal people's virginity. Don't steal a bucket of ice cream out of an Indian gas station. D tier. Gem. If you're addicted to the gem, you're kind of like Goku and Vegeta. That's hard. It's one thing to be addicted to the gem, and it's one thing to be addicted to the gem, and you're one of these people doing steroids. Your Instagram, Snapchat story, you post a mirror selfie. If it's that, I'll put it in D. If it's what I first said, I gotta put this in A, bro. You're prioritizing your body. You only get one of these hoes, bro. You only get one body. You only get one body. You only get one body. You have to treat it good. Because once you're in a situation where you're not in good health, you're going to realize, oh, I was taking all those times I was in good health for granted. Because I just got so accustomed to when I was in good health. Now I'm not in good health. I should probably show more gratitude to Jesus Christ for giving me good health day to day. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Gotta keep it trill out here, bro. Jim, I'll put it in A tier. Credit cards, BNPL. I don't know what this means. I'm too poor. Stands for buy now, pay later. A short time installment loan. Oh, so this is just like financing? Buy now, pay later. Yeah, I can see how someone could be addicted to spending money, right? You spend money, it's a dopamine rush, right? Because it's just like, bro, how my fingers are moving on this keypad, bro. It's like I'm rubbing a vagina. When you spend money, it's just like, it's a byproduct of, yeah, well, I worked hard for money. Or maybe you didn't work hard. Maybe you scammed an old lady and you're in India. Who knows? You worked for money, basically. All right, I want to eat the fruits of my labor. It feels good to spend money because I worked hard for that money. But that's why I'm slightly confused about this credit card injury, because credit cards are not your money. They belong to the Jews. Your credit card belongs to the Jews. Your credit card belongs to the Jews. You're addicted to spending money, like make it debit. Credit cards are really a scam, bro. However, our society, or at least in America, is manufactured that you kind of have to have credit cards 90% of the time if you want to have any ownership of anything. Ownership, quote unquote. Buy now, pay later. Sometimes people do this with clothes, bro. People put a down payment on clothes and they get the clothes shipped out. But it's like, how the does that work? What if I don't pay the next payment, bro? Are you gonna come to my house and take my jeans? The fuck? I never understood how that worked. On that instance, bro, I would put it up on a B, but a lot of people don't do that for credit cards. A lot of people just outright buy it. So I'm gonna put this back in D. Alcohol. I never understood how people are addicted to alcohol. Oh, alcohol is it's just a huge addiction. Be careful when you drink alcohol, bro. Anytime I drank alcohol, I never thought to myself, damn, I'm gonna get addicted to this, bro. I'm gonna become a tweaker. No, I'm not. Alcohol is only fun when you're around other people. So unless you're around people 24/7, I don't get how you would get addicted to alcohol. Eventually, there's gonna be a downtime when you're by yourself. You're drinking by yourself. What is the point, bro? Like I just said, anecdotal experience, personal experience. I don't understand how you can get addicted to this, but people who do get addicted to this is one of the worst things to get addicted to. You can't cold turkey it. If you cold turkey alcohol, you will die. I know everyone's different, but like I know, like me personally, once I'm drunk, bro, my Magic Johnson, it just stops working, bro. And I don't like that. I don't like that. What man wants to be walking around on earth and their Johnson doesn't work, bro? Like it literally makes you feel like a bro. I might have to put this in the super bottom, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. There's no one who gets like super duper drunk and like all the blood and alcohol, it's infused in their body. Your body's trying to fight the alcohol off. Alcohol is technically poison, bro. So if your body's fighting to get all this out, how is there gonna be any room for the blood to rush down your Johnson, bro? You have a limp noodle shrimp cock. It doesn't work. I'm gonna have to put this in the bottom, bro. I'm gonna put it in there. Alcohol is fun if you're around people. Microtransactions. Now this is for like video games, I assume. If you're buying VC on 2K or you're buying shark cards on GTA, bro, I'm gonna have to, or like V-Bucks on Fortnite, I'm gonna have to put this in F tier. Because you're spending real money to buy fake money. This is 2025. People used to spend their paycheck on coke, bro. Now we're spending it on V-Bucks on Fortnite. Really think about that. That's regression, bro. Microtransactions, you're an F, bro. Twitter. If you're addicted to Twitter, how are you addicted to Twitter? I never understood how someone could be addicted to an app. Go outside! I already know you're a woman that can't make a man's penis hard, which, like, if that's your reality, you are a failure, bro. You can't get a man's hard, bro. Men get hard looking at little girls, bro. Some of them, not me. Like, men get hard looking at dogs. TikTok, Instagram, same thing. Well, at least Instagram has fine hoes on it. I'm gonna put this in the mid tier. Reddit. Anytime I had a question that Google couldn't answer, I'm at the point now where like I'll ask an obscure ass question, I'll just put Reddit behind it, bro. Cause I know Google's not gonna have my answer, but Reddit is. You can learn a lot on Reddit. I never understood why people would just say, oh, you're on Reddit all day, you have cheese in your foreskin dick. I never understood that, bro. I'm gonna put Reddit in B. reality TV. People will watch like Kardashians or Jersey Shore or Basketball Wives, things like that. A lot of our moms will watch it, right? Maybe you have a sister, she watches it. It used to be like, why do you watch this? You watching other people like fight and yell all day. Go watch LeBron. Go watch Kobe. Go watch Steph Curry. But nowadays we have streaming, bro. We like niggas is on Twitch, bro. Twitch is literally reality TV 2025. So I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to put it in the mid tier. It's entertaining, bro. It is. News TV. If you're addicted to watching the news, you are the most misinformed nigga of all time. F tier. Just completely skews your reality, bro. For the worst. Work. You're addicted to work. I never understood the people who were like, take some time off work. If you're not losing your mind, you love what you do, bro, be addicted to work, bro. Get the bag. What the fuck? You can't live without the money. If you hate what you do, then obviously you're not addicted to it, right? So it's not an addiction. But if you love what you do, it's an obsession, and you love with work. I don't know if I want to put this in A or if I want to put this in the swag tier, bro. Because who doesn't like a hard worker? Why would that be a negative thing? I'm going to have to put work in the swag. Caffeine. If you do caffeine, bro, you might as well do Fent, bro. First of all, coffee is nasty, bro. The smell is nasty. I used to smell coffee on my teacher's breath when I was in middle school. It made me want to slap the fuck out of a woman for the first time. It's 7:30 a.m. It's early as hell, bro. I almost missed my bus. My bus driver saw me going up to the bus stop. They still drove off. I have to run, bro. And it's 35 degrees outside. My mother's upset because I didn't want to stay by the bus stop for 30 minutes, wondering when they're gonna pop up. They should pop out at a certain time, but they either pop up at 7 a.m. or they pop out at 7:45 a.m. I'm not finna wait 45 minutes when I could just wait inside. With that being said, it's early as hell. I'm having a bad start with my morning, and then you have to get up in my face with your fucking coffee breath. Fuck you. Cafe, I'm gonna put it in there. Opioids. What are opioids specifically? I don't understand how people could be addicted to this, bro. What is the purpose of to fall asleep? Bro, if you need to fall asleep, literally just jerk off. These things will tire your body out eventually, and your body's like, yo, you need rest so we can reset and be productive the next day. Okay, boom. Why are you taking? If you're taking, that means you're not doing shit, bro. You're just waking up, you're watching the sunrise, and you're watching it set day by day by day. You're watching paint dry. You're right by it. Why are you addicted to opioids? There's another thing. Just like with alcohol, you can't cold turkey quit this. You will die. R.I.P. Juice WRLD. I have to put this in yourself. Inhalants. I don't know what this is specifically. I'm gonna assume this is like galaxy gas, nitrous, whatever. I'm gonna have to put this in. I'm pretty sure you can cold turkey this, but it's just stupid, bro. Like, bro, why are you inhaling helium? Imagine somebody walking around, they just pull out a Sharpie and they just sniff that motherfucker. Instead of smoking a spliff like a regular person, they pull out a Sharpie and sniff that motherfucker, bro. Weed. It doesn't do anything negative for your body. However, weed makes you lazy, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, who smokes and gets more focused? Oh, when I smoke, I get more focused. Bro, you're already a focused person then, bro. Weed doesn't make you do that. If you smoke weed, bro, you're going to want to lay down and you're going to want to feel high. Weed is good, bro. I'm not going to sit up here and say that it's not, but it's the people that try to cope for the reason why they just smoke it all day. Why they spend their whole life savings on weed. If you're smoking with papers, I don't know if I want to put it in B or A. Hold up. Excuse me.
Just one sec.
I need to hit the blunt and get hella high. I'm gonna keep it trill with you. Like, sure, you could be that one nigga who doesn't get lazy when they smoke weed. But most people who smoke weed, they get lazy as fuck. We're gonna put it in B. Stems non-meth. What the fuck is this? Stimulant drugs. Stimulant drugs are psychoactive substances that increase activity in the brain. Alright, name those type of drugs. So coke, meth, caffeine, nicotine. The things that we already listed off. I'm gonna have to put all this where it's already at. That's how you know I'm making sense with all this. Benzos, I don't even know how you get to this point in life. If there's ever a time where you just need to quit benzos automatically, you're going to die. Yes, it's one of those. Arbitates, what is this, bro? I already know this is gonna be in this tier, bro. I never heard of it.
at this time of the night, there are less people at the McDonald's, like working there. And when that's the case, the windows aren't always occupied. I went to the second window. First window was closed. I thought second window, and there are 3 windows at the McDonald's. I thought second window was paid, third window was pick up. I paid at second window. I tried to get to third window. Lady at the window, no, don't leave. I was like, damn, you acting like it's your food. But I respect people like that, though. I would fuck her in the mouth, too. She had red lipstick. She was an old-ass Latina.
Is my mic on? One thing I will say about this makes everything sound loud as hell, bro. I just shut my door. It felt like all my neighbors could hear it. It was louder than Japanese porn, bro. And even this computer right now, this PC, bro, you hear it when I speak, right? Bro, this shit sounds like an airplane at the airport, bro. This shit is so loud to me right now, bro. Next I have meth. Who even does it as drug? If someone smokes, they're like, oh, it's just smoking, it's not that bad. If someone drinks, oh, I'm just drinking one time, it's not that bad. Someone sips a coffee, oh, it's just a drink, it's not that bad. When you do meth, you know you're doing something fucked up. You don't have that mentality in your head, oh, I can handle it and be perfectly fine. No, I've never done, but there is somebody who did for the first time, and then they said to themselves, oh, I want to do this again. So I have to put it in mid. It can't be that bad. Psychedelics. Damn, I want to put psychedelics in A. I didn't even realize I put weed back in A, but as more time is passing, I want to put it up in S. Psychedelics, this really varies with the person. If I sit in front of a TV that's off, and I know it's off, I will still be watching Dragon Ball Z through it. That's psychedelics right there. I'm gonna put it in A tier. Actually, I'm gonna put it in B because the ego death shit. But after ego deaths, you feel wiser. I'm gonna put it back in there. I can't say that word on YouTube. I don't want another strike. I don't believe you can actually be addicted to this. This isn't a real addiction, bro. Because what happens if you get in a car accident and your phone just gets completely ruined in that car accident? What happens if you're James Charles and you try to download underage gay and you get hit with a virus because of it? Now your computer's messed up. Now you have to go through a period of time where you can't watch this stuff. Nothing is gonna happen. Literally, the sun's gonna rise the next day. Like, you'll be annoyed for 5 seconds, then you'll move on. I don't believe this is an actual addiction. With that being said, I know I shouldn't, like, I just have to be honest, bro. I just gotta be honest. Like, I can't lie to y'all on the internet. I hate people who lie on the internet. Yeah, fire. I'm gonna be honest. Like, everyone feels that way. 200 million views on a Mia Khalifa video, bro. That many people have seen it. So I know I'm not alone when I say this. People, every time you say something like this, people like to act like you're talking crazy. I'm just saying what everyone's scared to say. I'm gonna put this in B. And I would put it higher, but I have to keep in mind how it would affect everyone else. I just can't think about myself. Some people watch a lot of this stuff and then they just have a limp Johnson for the rest of their life, bro. That's why I'm gonna put it in B. That's why I'm not. But if that wasn't the case for a lot of people, I would put it in SRA. SRA. On to the next one. Vaping. I feel like every woman vapes, bro. They be so pretty too, but then they be vaping, bro. It's just like, that's damn near worse than like having a girl that you're like seeing, right? And you just thinking like, damn, I wanna and it actually happens. It ends up happening. Y'all go to a hotel, you go to her house, she goes to your house, a car, whatever, bathroom, whatever. You're about to fuck, and then boom, like she gets naked and her penis is bigger than yours, bro. I'm gonna have to put this in F tier. That's what it's like seeing a pretty woman with a vape. I understand it's still nicotine, but at least it has flavor, bro. Jalapeno flavor nicotine, like all the Latina hoes are on that. Sports betting, I'm gonna put this in a D tier because you are going to lose more money. But this isn't really an addiction for real. Like, this is really a phase. Just how like last year, everybody thought Kendrick Lamar was a good rapper. And now look at this. October 2025, Kendrick can't rap, bro. He couldn't rap the whole time. It's just a phase. I'm going to put it in D though, because you still lose money. And it gets your hopes up. And sometimes Brandon Ingram just acts like a who's handicapped in a wheelchair when he plays basketball. Video games. I never met anyone that was actually addicted to video games. I don't feel like this is a real addiction based off what I just said there. You're addicted to video games, this is a big waste of time too. Like, if you're gonna do this, at least record it or stream it, bro. If you're in your room just getting crazy ass clips and nobody knows about it, this is F tier. You're wasting time. Gambling in general, I'm also gonna put this in D. Now I'm gonna put gambling in S tier. You know why? Why not risk life when it's gonna keep going?
somebody else was born.
And that's real, bro. Life is a gamble, bro. Life is a gamble. People you see at the top who made it big, that's because they gambled. Or because they divorced the man and got 50%. People that you don't want to be like are the people who never gambled at anything. You see what I'm saying? So with that philosophy, I have to put gambling in us. And last, sex. Us. Let me know what you think. Where the f*** did my burger? Oh, I ate it. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm like, who the f*** took my burger? It's just me in here, bro. Sorry, I ate it. Now it's not me talking anymore, it's the weed. See y'all next video. Shout out Jesus Christ for giving us another day. Yes, us, me and you, you're watching this video. Unless you're about to die like 5 seconds after you watch this. If so, my bad. I'll see you in heaven, my nigga. Or you may not make it to heaven. You may go to hell if you listen to J. Cole.